Greetings, aquarium lovers and hobbyists. My name is Jeremy Wade and I'm your Canadian Reef Master. Today I'm on Hornby Island for another adventure, and I'm taking this evening to enjoy Sandpiper Beach. It's a bit windy and the tide is high. However, when there is wind, it's always a great opportunity to bring out a beautiful kite. So I'm flying my fish kite high in the sky. Tomorrow we'll go into the water and see if we can find anything cool, but for now, I'm going to enjoy this kite and I'll check in with you after I get some wonderful footage from deep below the sea. I hope you have enjoyed the videos that I've posted on my channel about my reef aquariums, my aquatic hobbies, as well as my adventures on Hornby Island, and who knows where in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you know when I post more videos. It's another wonderful day on Hornby Island. It's a bit overcast and a little bit cooler, so I'm not going swimming today. I'm a fair weather swimmer and snorkeler, so we're going down to Ford's Cove Marina to throw the GoPro cam underwater and see if we can find anything. I'm just moving around as there's a wasp deciding to check me out. I don't want to get stung, and we're going to have a bit of fun as we check out what kind of creatures are under the sea over at Ford's Marina on the pier. We're going to have a look at some of the pillars and pillar life, and maybe I'll chum the water with a couple mussels to see if we can find some beautiful fish. Now, I hope you're enjoying the video. I had a wonderful time last night flying my kite, and we're going to get up to a few more adventures while I'm here. I decided to share the walk that I take along Central Road to Ford's Cove Marina from Sandpiper Beach. It is an absolutely stunning walk with some beautiful scenery. If you're biking or walking, make sure that you watch both ways for cars. It is quite a steep incline down to Ford's Cove Marina. The scenery is truly spectacular. Here we arrive at Ford's Cove Marina, and you can see how beautiful this marina is. Well, I made it to Ford's Cove Marina. This is an absolutely beautiful marina on the west coast of Hornby Island. Now, I grew up here coming with my grandparents as well as my parents, and I did a lot of fishing off this dock as a child. I come here every year so that I can enjoy it as well as grab a coffee at the marina store. I'm going to head down to the dock and throw my GoPro cam overboard to see what I can see. Many of the waters around Hornby Island are rockfish conservation areas. These are intended to keep our stocks very healthy. These include the quillback, the tiger, the copper, and the yellow eye rockfish, which are absolutely stunning species of rockfish. It is important that we have these areas, as if these fish are brought up from the depths, they often don't survive as it pops their swim bladder. I've made it to the end of the dock. Now, I'm not throwing my GoPro cam over here as it's a little deep. However, I'll head back down the dock. I just wanted to come out to show you the beautiful scenery and some of the sailboats that are out in the harbor. Now, if I fish out there, I'll catch quite a bit of dogfish. However, this is a rockfish conservation area. We are using these conservation areas to make sure that our stocks of rockfish are maintained in the area. When you have a conservation area, this allows the fish to breed and grow, as well as it allows for overflow of these fish into surrounding areas where we may fish, allowing the population to be maintained here in Canada. This is a great way to allow us to have sustainable fishing and make sure that I can have some dinner every once in a while. As we take our first look at the beautiful marine life below the docks, we see how diverse the ecosystem is and how important these even man-made structures can be for the environment, as they create a sort of artificial reef where many life forms may live and thrive. For many people, it is hard to imagine that there is such a diversity of life in such an alien world only a few feet under the water. I start to descend to the depths under the marina dock. As I go down the pillars, we see the diversity of sponges that grow on the pillars. Now, I'm not a specialist in the different sponge species, so we're not even going to touch on identification. We're just going to admire them and how gorgeous these different species are. These magnificent sponge species provide camouflage for many other species that live along the pillar. The first fish that I come across is the tiger rockfish. It is quite at home among the sponges, and I didn't even notice it until I reviewed the footage multiple times. As I descend to about 30 feet of depth, I finally come to the bottom of the ocean at the marina. Here you see a number of beautiful purple starfish that are feeding on the pillars and the different organisms that grow on it. I ascend from the depths of the ocean to see what other sea life I may find just under the dock. Because the ecological habitat of the marine floor is actually full of shells, mud, and different debris, I find that the marine life that is actually directly attached to the dock, just a few feet under the water, is a lot more exciting in these areas. There is a vast diversity of different sponges with absolutely stunning architecture. There are many different species of tunicates, anemones, and many different fish that make this habitat their home. One of my favorite that I keep coming across is the tiger rockfish. That conservation area is really doing a good job at ensuring these fish are plentiful in the British Columbia waters. A very predominant sea creature that does grow on many artificial and natural reefs around British Columbia is a giant plumose sea anemone, seen here, these beautiful feathery white sea anemones. There are also the beautiful orange tunicates grown here. These are quite large and are about the size of an orange. You may also notice many disc or saucer-like creatures that are white. These are actually the giant plumose sea anemone when they have been either disturbed or captured some food and retracted. We often associate the tropical reefs with beautiful colored coral. Our cold water reefs, although they don't have many stony coral, there are a few different species in the British Columbia waters. However, they're a lot deeper and they're non-photosynthetic. Here on these artificial reefs at the pier, we see a lot more different anemones, tunicates, and sponges that have a wide diversity of beautiful colors of oranges, pinks, and yellows. They are just as beautiful as the tropical counterparts. In addition to the rockfish species we've already seen, the shiner perch are very predominant on these marina docks. I spent most of my childhood fishing for these shiner perches, catching and releasing them using a bit of bacon and a very small hook. If you're going to fish in British Columbia, make sure that you do have a fishing license and that you check with BC Fish and Wildlife to know what you're able to fish for, what you're able to keep, and if there are any closures to different fish species. Here I focus on the fish species that are just under the water. However, in my next video, I'll have a look at some of the species of fish that live on the marine floor. The last species of fish that I'll have a look at in this video are the beautiful schools of sardines. These are very plentiful in the British Columbia waters as they breed and reproduce here around Hornby Island. I hope you've enjoyed my video on Ford's Cove as I check out the underwater here. I threw my GoPro cam overboard and I had a few surprises. I hope that you enjoy them. If you enjoy my channel and have had fun with my adventures this summer, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be getting back to the Reef Master Gallery this fall. Until then, we're going to have another adventure on Hornby Island.